So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So today I'm giving you 3 teams speedrunning Raid V2 Jinbe using the cat and dog combo. As always, they are good for most content, and yeah, with a few days to let this content settle, we've got some good idea of good comms you can use. I've seen others like Stump make teams with them, and the particular teams I'm using here are inspired by the JP team builder Snafkin. He made a team similar to this, but with some minor changes. This team basically shows 2 things. I link Snafkin's team below, by the way, so check the description for that. First, I replaced V2 Kizaru with Roddy and BB. I think that's their name. And I also put Weave Mihawk on the team, and honestly, Weave Mihawk is by far the best option for the revival final stage. I'll talk a bit more about that on the second team, I think. And yeah, every team uses Frankie despite not being boosted by Cat and Dog. He's just so good for this combo. Like, the support gives matching orbs, he gives a chain lock, he reduces CD, and that CD reduction just lets Cat get ready again, so we can get the attack and orb boost for stage 4 and 5. And we are able to do enough damage, despite not having any color affinity advantage, since Cat only boosts strength, dex, and quick. And yeah, basically here we need to handle the damage reduction, we need to remove bind, and we need to handle the block orbs, and Pekoms handles all of that. Sword support for some color affinity. Pekoms also gives a chain lock, which is very nice. I use Roddy and BB here to reduce CD, but in retrospect, that actually wasn't needed, because as you see on the second team, I noticed that Weave Mihawk actually kills with the level 1 special. That's a huge deal actually, because it means you don't need to bring any CD reduction. I actually brought Roddy and BB just for that CD reduction, which turned out to not really be needed. But yeah, just use Weave Mihawk and you get to kill. This second team is a bit more accessible, I think. It uses the Colocomo, and it does use the 3 Musketeers to recruit, and they are definitely the right choice here. They add more damage, stage 2. One negative is that we don't have the chain boost final stage, but we got a higher color affinity thanks to the V2 Odin support on Komurasaki. But yeah, otherwise, first 2 stages are the same. And we're actually going to be doing more damage stage 3 now, since we get a bigger buff from the 3 Musketeers here. And yeah, the units here are a bit specific, like I want a Dex Fighter for maximum damage. That reduces damage and adds some extra damage, like we can't add orb boost because of the super block orbs. Attack boosts are handled by Cat, so basically just chain buff or color affinity buff. And 3 Musketeers does do a 2 times color affinity. And yeah, this stage is going to be exactly the same. It's just a very solid combo overall for this stage. But yeah, for final stage I'm going to be able to show you that the level 1 special is more than enough here. And yeah, I was happy that I could find some good Pekoms replacement, like it wasn't that easy. But Colocomo did a job. She even resists special rewind, which is super helpful. Yeah, Colocomo has double special, and she removes 2 turns of damage reduction and bind. So together with the Cat support on Dog, we remove all the bind. We don't remove all damage threshold, but it's fine because the final turn goes away after we pass a turn here. Main issue is that we have one less good orb here, but we do enough damage, and if you look at the investments on my cat and 3 musketeers, it's not that big, so anyone should be able to get this kill. And yeah, now we just do V1 Mihawk. As you see, it's not a fully maxed Mihawk, but it does the job. So that really opens up a lot more options for this content. But yeah, V1 Mihawk, therefore the way to go. Like Snafkin did use V2 Duffy on his team. I don't recommend that because main reason is that it's not consistent amount of damage you do. It depends on your overkill damage. V1 Mihawk is only about pure damage you did the last turn. And yeah, I wanted to do one cool team as well, and yeah, why not kill with Ulti? That was my reasoning here. I don't recommend this team. This was mostly a challenge team, but I was happy I could get it to work. It's definitely not a great team though. But yeah, we do use the 3 musketeers again. This time we pair them with Pekoms. Otherwise, you have got used to this now. And yeah, in terms of placements and support, like stage 4 is not optimal, but I felt like I didn't need to do an optimal run since this is mostly a challenge run in the end. But yeah, the challenge with Ulti is that she's basically like V2 Duffy. Her damage is dependent on your overkill damage, but the 6 plus V2 Duffy, he does 2.5 times your overkill damage. That's very good. Ulti does 0.5 times your overkill damage. So yeah, it's very specific to get this to work, obviously. Since say you overkill with 40 million, it means you do 20 million damage. Like, yeah, that's a big difference. Like if Duffy did 40 million, he did 40 million times 2.5, so that's like 100 million. It's a very big difference. But yeah, we do the Pecom strat here like we used on the first team. Full credit to Snafkin again for this particular comp. Chauzu support on Ulti. First time I use it, it makes it so Ulti is ready for next turn. And yeah, I need to be specific now. I want to get the overkill damage, so that I just miss out on the kill. And we do 42 million, around 40 million overkill damage, which means we should do just a bit over 20 million damage here. And I honestly didn't remember how much HP Jinbe had, so I wasn't sure if this will be enough. But yeah, it turned out to be. So that's the team. That's Ulti speedrunning Jinbe as well. But yeah, in particular, I do like the other teams here. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.